storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com.
If you want to generate extra income or basically secure your financial future, you should join philsgang.com and get the best investment education available on the market today. For only $49.95 a month, you'll have complete access to Phil's daily live webinar classes, alerts, educational videos, and much, much more. At philsgang.com, there are no contracts and no hidden fees. Just straightforward, no-nonsense market investment knowledge that only Phil Grande can deliver. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Luann, and I'm from New York and a very appreciative gang member. Thank you again, Phil. I've been a Phil's gang member for 3 weeks now, and I've learned a lifetime of information, facts, clarity, confidence, and stock trading skills. Thanks again for all your teachings, Phil. Because of you, I'm applying myself and taking my future in my own hands.
To find out more information on Phil's Gang, just go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is in many respects the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with Phil's Gang today with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com. or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Money's coming to me.
And the most recent data, at least I found, was 2014. Good enough. What is the civilian non-population, institutional population? 248 million. Those not in labor force, a historic 92 million. Think about it this way. Obviously embedded in this is Social Security, disability people. We get that. There's structural unemployment issues embedded in that number. But the simple conclusion then is the only way you can end up in initial jobless claims is to have a job, and then not have a job, then file. Well, the point is we have a lot fewer people that actually have a job. So we're going to have a lot fewer people that are going to get fired from a job. So now think about that when we draw conclusions every Thursday at 8:30 Eastern.
And think about this, 40% of the 98 million people unemployed in this country do not look for work. Why should they? The government's taking care of them. Incredible. 80 welfare programs. The food programs alone that you and I pay for, there's $100 billion. $100 billion go to these folks, 109 million people, and this is just last year, and it's $100 billion for this food, and it's ridiculous. So, and people are just, you and I are paying for this. In other words, you have 230 million people that are working. So you got, again, 40% of the 98 million that aren't working. So food, we'll call food stamps, growing 72 times faster than jobs. It's just crazy. And the job numbers, as you know, we never get the truth in these job numbers, and he's absolutely right. Welcome to Phil's Gang. Okay, well, we got a lot to talk about today, but first, do you know this guy, he's from Florida, Representative Hastings, he has the nerve to get up and ask for a pay raise.
I must need to take into consideration their concerns and their families and the cost of living. The same for personnel here has gone up for members. I'm strongly in favor of a pay raise for members commensurate with what everyone else receives as federal employees. We're entering our 7th year without a pay raise. Now, I think we proved to the American public that we're responsible, and I know that it has impacted me personally.
This guy gets $174,000 a year. Here's his problem. He's $7.5 million in debt from legal bills and all that kind of crap. But let's go back just to these congressmen. What's wrong with $174,000 a year? And don't forget the perks they get. They get all their subsidized travel. They get all their free gym memberships. They get free haircuts. I mean, they got everything. They have retirement. They have retirement plans. Great retirement plans with about, I think it's around 40 grand a year. I think it's around 40,000 a year they get every just a regular little congressman, nobody big, not a house leader or something like that. They get more. This is crazy. Now, the average citizen in Washington, D.C., guess what they make? $60,000 a year. So he's at 174 with all those perks, and he's complaining? Hey, give me a break. And this is what's terrible about this. If our economy is doing so well, as we're being told every day, that's all we hear, right? Our economy is doing terrific. And I want to ask this question. If you really want to find out what the economy is doing, you go look at productivity. It's all about productivity. And when you see a divergence between productivity, okay, and income for the worker, that's where the red light goes on. Now, what is productivity? It's a measure of the value of goods that we produce in this economy every hour. So it's how much we produce every hour. That's productivity, being productive. So we measure that. Now, let's take this measurement. Before Bush and before Obama, remember, Bush is a closet liberal, the productivity grew at 108%, okay, before these two characters. And the worker, his compensation grew with his production. So he's doing all the producing. He's building all the, whatever he's making, Caterpillar, he works for Caterpillar or whatever. So his productivity is great, 108%, and he's sharing in it. He's getting 93% of that productivity. What's wrong? That's great. That's before these two characters. Now comes Bush. Then comes Obama. And who do they take care of? They take care of Wall Street. They take care of the banks. Although they both tell you, Bush and Obama tell you, oh, they're for the poor. They're for the poor. They're for the middle class. They're the warriors. But let's look at the productivity under these characters. So productivity under Bush and Obama grew at 63%. Wait a minute, what happened? Before these guys, it was growing at 93%. We dropped to 63%. Here's the sad part. Productivity was at 108%, and productivity under Bush and Obama dropped to 63%. Now here's the crime. The worker, his compensation, was at 93% against the 108. Now his compensation drops from 93% of everything he produced to 7.7% of the 63%. So think about this. We're producing before Obama and Bush at 108%. Now we're producing with Bush and Obama at 63%. What a drop. And the worker drops his compensation. He's not sharing in it. Where's the money going? In other words, productivity grew 8 times faster than the typical worker's compensation. So where's the wages? So where did the money go? Here's where it went. It went to the 1 percentile. Under Clinton, 45% of personal income gains went to the top 1%. Now it changes. Under Bush, 65% went to the 1%. And under Obama, if you're asking, where's all that money going? If you're producing at 63%, but you're only getting paid 7%, who the hell's getting all the money? 85% of that money, a staggering number, is going to the 1 percentile. What are you, nuts? And he's the guy that says he's fair. He wants nothing but fairness. What a hypocrite. In 2014, we had the smallest increase in wage growth since World War II. This is crazy. And here's the problem with this. The reason our economy is not growing because of these low wages. And now, because we have all part-time jobs, it's getting worse. But these same people now who dropped from where they're getting 93% of their productivity, now they're going to get 7% of their productivity. Their debt is going up because they have to borrow money on credit cards to live. So those people, their debt has increased by $58 billion. Take their student loan alone, $1.2 trillion. Autos, $839 billion. And because of these student loans, and because it's so easy to get an auto loan, The housing market's not growing. No, it's not. Despite what you heard the other day, it's not growing. It's not growing.
March new home sales, well, 481,000. That's down over 11%.
Well, Rick, you hit the point. Look, we saw Pulte Homes with a big miss today.
We'll be back to talk about the housing and a lot more. Join my gang, Phil's Gang. Become a member.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
philgang.com chooses interactivebroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. Be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's interactivebrokers.com.
If you want to generate extra income or basically secure your financial future, you should join philsgang.com and get the best investment education available on the market today. For only $49.95 a month, you'll have complete access to Phil's daily live webinar classes, alerts, educational videos, and much, much more. At philsgang.com, there are no contracts and no hidden fees. Just straightforward, no-nonsense market investment knowledge that only Phil Grande can deliver. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil. I now have become a consistent, profitable trader.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and with you and your staff.
This year, I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you.
Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB Universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com. Attention listeners, join Phil's Gang's Phil Grande Wednesday, May 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. in support of Sarasota Sheriff Tom Knight's campaign for a third term in office. Wear your flip-flops and join Phil for this casual event at 2919 Pony Lane in Sarasota, located in the Old Forest Lakes. That's Wednesday, May 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. in support of Sarasota Sheriff Tom Knight's campaign. Get more information by email, tomknightforsheriff@gmail.com, or call 941-312-1817, 941-312-1817.
That's right, Tom Knight for Sheriff. Don't forget that. I'll be there at the event. That is May 27th, 6 to 8 p.m. Don't miss it. For all the information, how to get there or how to make a donation, just go to philsgang.com and you have all the information. Don't forget now, that's May 27th, 6 to 8 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be there, and he's a great guy. We need him as sheriff. Terrific man. I mean, he just, he really is. He's what a great job he's done with the sheriffs. I mean, this county, I mean, the jail, I mean, he's just a great manager, does a great job. So please, don't forget, okay, Tom Knight. That's May 27th. So go to my site and you'll get all the information. philsgang.com. Let's go to my site and let's go to the stock corner, see what's going on in the market.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
Okay, the stock market's been pretty flat in the last couple of days, but what has been moving is oils again. Now they're starting to go back up, and here's what the situation is with the market. Right now, the stock market is stuck. It's been consolidating after it's had a wonderful run. It is now stuck in its 4% range. Why? What's going on here? Because we need a catalyst to move this market higher. And what is that catalyst? Quantitative easing. Here's what's going on. Yields, or interest rates, on your 10-year Treasury. Now remember, the 10-year Treasury dictates how much you're going to pay for a 30-year mortgage. It dictates how much you're going to pay interest on your car. It dictates how much the government is going to pay for interest on the money they borrow. So we're at 2.19. That's very expensive. You want to get under 2. So when the interest on the yield go up, the dollar goes up. Because all the foreigners, they start dumping their euros to buy dollars. Why do they do that? Because they're under the impression from Janet Yellen, from Aunt B, that our economy is doing so well that we're going to have a raise in overnight interest rates. Now, the overnight interest rate, that's different than the 10-year Treasury. Okay, that's the rate at which banks loan to your bank, and then they loan to businesses and so forth. So what we have going on is the interest rates keeps going up, and that's not good for the stock market. The dollar keeps going up because they figure, hey, they got a good economy. And then Yellen, since a year ago, started a lie. She lied since a year ago. She started telling everybody this economy is so robust. The president's saying so robust. All the people on CNBC, so robust, that all the foreigners dumped their euros, came, bought the dollars, jumped in. This dollar kept going up and up and up. We had about a 25% rise in the dollar. Incredible. Now, as that dollar keeps on going up, it's all based on we're going to have this big rate hike in June to prove the economy is doing good. What happened yesterday? Well, they came out and said we're not going to raise rates now. And who's the one that kept telling you over and over they can't raise rates? They can't raise rates. It's one big lie. And there it is. So what happened today? Well, people started to dump the dollar again, And that means they're going to buy euros. So when they dump the dollar, what happens to oil? Oil starts going back up. So we bought a little bit of oil today. And this is the help that you need to create wealth, to put aside for your retirement. You need this kind of help. Do you think your broker or your planner's doing this for you like I'm doing for my gang? Are you kidding me? What does he care? He gets paid regardless if you make money or not. It's a joke. But the one thing that is so upsetting is how they keep telling us how this economy is doing so well when wages, I just told you what's going on with compensation. People are only picking up 7.7% of their production of 63%. So they're going out and they have to borrow money. It's always off their credit card. And as a result of this zero interest rate, this policy of Obama's and the Federal Reserve. Remember, the Federal Reserve works for Obama. I don't care what anybody tells you. Whoever, he does the appointment to the head of the Federal Reserve. He appointed Bernanke, then Yellen, and he's the boss. This policy of 0% interest rates is a killer. First of all, it's a killer for the savers. Killer for you who are retired. You can't make any interest on your money. So what happens? So people start running around looking for yields, interest rate, trying to find where can I get interest on my money, and people get in trouble. They start buying very risky bonds. And what happened is buying all these risky corporate bonds your broker's been putting you in because they make a fortune. They got you in bonds you shouldn't be in. You're going to get your face ripped off. These corporate bonds, they've been driving the prices up on these bonds, up over and over. You're going up and up. And here's the problem with that. Therefore, commercial real estate started to go up. That pushed up the stock market prices, pushed up the earning per share. Now we have in the stock market earning ratios of 25%. That's higher than any historic we've ever had. So that means we have a bubble in the stock market. Now the banks, they've been extending all this credit to low quality big investors on Wall Street and from Europe and so forth. And they've been chasing these yields. That's the reason now Yellen, she knew a year ago, when she started to lie a year ago and the dollar went up 20%, and everybody said the market's going to be terrific because the dollar's going up, look at this, the economy's going to be terrific. She was lying. She knew that she could never raise rates a year ago. How is she going to raise rates when that overnight rate affects credit cards, adjustable rate mortgages, cost of money that we lend to businesses? Are you kidding me? If she ever raised rates, we would go into a deep depression. Because when you raise the rate on the short end, the overnight, then what happens to the 10-year yield? That starts going up. Soon you have a depression. That's why she's been lying for a year. She never raised the rates, and yesterday she confirmed she's not going to.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com, or give us a call, 877-600-4264.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. Phil'sGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With Phil'sGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to Phil'sGang.com. Phil'sGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Luann, and I'm from New York and a very appreciative gang member. Thank you, thank you, thank you again, Phil. I've been a Phil's gang member for 3 weeks now, and I've learned a lifetime of information, facts, clarity, confidence, and stock trading skills. Thanks again for all your teachings, Phil. Because of you, I'm applying myself and taking my future in my own hands.
To find out more information on Phil's Gang, just go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
I love your show. I love your honesty. Glad to say I'm doing very, very well. Thanks to Phil. Now I've become a consistent, profitable trader.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I'm so grateful that I found you and with you and your staff.
This year I'm up 60% on my portfolio.
I'm on top of the world. I finally feel like I've got my master's degree in stock trading.
Well, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I have learned more in this 2 months than I have in my years of doing all my different stuff, and I want to say thank you.
Been with you a long, long time. Done really well with you.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
For more information on the philsgang.com, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Again, that's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Here at Phil's Gang, we understand the ghosts of 2008 and 2009 hang over all investors. In a recent banking analyst report, studies show the reason people are not investing in the stock market is a greater need for financial education. At Phil's Gang, we are your #1 provider of financial investing education techniques. For over a decade, Phil Grande has been coaching, guiding, and helping people build a successful trading plan for any time frame, from current income to retirement security.
I think what you're doing is extremely important. People don't realize this, but financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
Build your investment confidence with Phil's Gang today, with daily webinars, alerts, and educational videos. And all material is archived for your convenience. Put the investment ghosts in the past and start investing with Phil Grande and Phil's Gang today. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
Tell me your first thoughts about Hillary Clinton, what you think of her as a leader and as a person.
She's a bad mamma jamma. Yeah, she's a strong, confident woman. She knows what she's doing. She's not afraid to step up. She's not afraid to take advice, and she's not afraid to say, no, I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to do it this way.
She's a better woman than I am. She survived Monica Lewinsky scandal, among many other things that they've been through over the years.
She's eminently qualified to run this country, and I think she'd probably do a pretty good job.
What did she accomplish that you consider significant as Secretary of State?
Secretary of State?
can you think of something that she accomplished as Secretary of State that impressed you or thinks important?
I ran against somebody one time who was really a smart politician who asked, name 3 things that Governor Dean has done. And people couldn't. I mean, they don't. That doesn't come to the top of your head. So that I don't make much of that.
But this is not the story. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. This is not the story. This is what's upsetting. We have Hillary Clinton running for the highest office in the land, who we find out now, it is definite. They released all the archives. And there it is, the lie. Benghazi, when they made up that story and they put out that Rice to go on the Sunday shows to lie, it was all a lie. And it's now proof. It's proof positive. That's what happened. They knew hours. They got a heads up hours before the embassy was being attacked. Matter of fact, the Al-Qaeda, they were planning this attack for 10 days. And then our people, that means the chief of staff, the Clinton, Podesta, all of them, the president knew when the attack was going to take place. When it took place, remember, they didn't send any help, they didn't send anything, so they had to come up with a lie. And the lie was that video. Now it's definite. It's not maybe, somebody's making it up, it's definite. And that's why she says this. This is why she gets a little fried under the collar every time she goes before a committee.
What difference at this point does it make?
She's upset because she knows it was a lie. Isn't that terrible? And this woman is running for president? And yes, it's funny to have this and nobody knows anything that she's doing or that she accomplished, and yet they're going to vote for her. That's all funny. But these same people would vote for her knowing? Probably most of them don't know because the press won't carry it. Did you see anything on ABC last night? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything on any of these stations last night. Just Fox. Isn't that terrible? Let's take a look at some stocks.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
Okay, again, join my gang. Here's what I'm going to do. If the dollar, I'm going to be watching the dollar for my gang. I'm going to be watching the dollar, and I'm going to wait and see if this dollar continues to rally. If it continues to rally, then we'll know which stocks aren't going to do well. So we're going to stay away from them. If the dollar starts coming back, we know we want to buy Coke. Yeah, Coke would be a great stock to buy. Coca-Cola would be a great stock to buy. We also have, because it dropped by 22% drop. So we want to buy a stock that dropped by 22%, like we did Caterpillar. And then we got a return on Caterpillar, I think it was somewhere around 20 some odd percent. So now Coke is got a beautiful position set up to go. 22%. American Express, that's another one. AXP is the symbol. AXP. That is going to be a wonderful stock. And American Express dropped by 21%. And here's one of my favorites. Procter & Gamble, PG. That dropped big time. That dropped about 15%. You got 3 terrific stocks, just like we had with Caterpillar, that dropped about 30%, and then it went up about, Caterpillar went from $88 to from $80 to $90. So we had a nice gain on Caterpillar. So it's a nice 12.5% return. Cut it in half. So you got 6% return. 6% return over what was it? Probably 3-4 weeks. 12% return. Do a 6% return. So we're going to be able to do the same thing with American Express, Coca-Cola, and Procter & Gamble. And here's the nice thing. You don't have to do anything. You join the gang. Just follow. You don't spend any time. And we'll point on the PT2, my chart, when it turns green. When Coke turns green, or American Express, or Procter & Gamble, just like we did with Caterpillar, as soon as it turned green, we told our gang to buy it. Procter & Gamble right now, I'm looking at it right on my chart right now, my PT2, it's still red. So you got time to get in right now and just be prepared, join the gang, and the minute it turns green, just like Caterpillar did, just like IBM did, we made the great returns, we'll make a great return on Procter & Gamble. But here is the beautiful thing about that. There's very little risk, because when we go in and tell our gang, okay, let's buy Procter & Gamble, let's say we buy it at 81, we'll say, let's put in a stop at 80. So the most you're going to lose, okay, the most you'll lose when you start out is about $50. Because we start out with 25 shares, we call it a scout. Until we get enough momentum, and until we get enough buying coming in, and we can see the buyers. Who are the buyers? Retail customers? No. We're looking for the institutions that own Procter & Gamble. We're looking for Morgan Stanley. We're looking for Bank of New York. We're looking for all these big institutions that own Procter & Gamble. When they start, right now, they got out. I mean, they still own it, but they don't have a lot of shares. When they start coming in and buying the shares, we'll know our technology will turn green, show us. We start getting in. We put in a stop, and so we risk very little money. All you have to do is just try one of them. Go to my gang, philsgang.com, sign up. It's only $49.95, and all I ask, you do well to remember St. Jude, okay? So do that right now. Okay, I want to get, because I'm running out of time. Do you remember this? When, right here.
I think the effort to suggest that the poor are sponges, leeches, don't want to work, are lazy, are undeserving.
It's undeserving. It's not true. Really? Listen to this.
Here, just take it. Do whatever you want to do with it. You would take it too. Mm-hmm. So they're not giving me $1 million all in my pocket up front, but over my lifetime. How much money is that going to be? And I don't have to work for it. Saying y'all can preach about morality, but the system's there. It's available, and people like me. At least I'm an American citizen. What about all these people that are illegal immigrants?
Yep. Isn't that pathetic? Listen to this.
I won't have to worry about putting gas in my car. I won't have to worry about paying my mortgage. You know, if I help him, he's going to help me.
So, there you have it. And the governor from Arizona got it right when he said welfare are crutches that keep the poor from getting back on their feet and achieving their potential. They deserve please, I'm not saying every poor person deserves it, but come on. Obama makes it sound like, these people, come on, they want to work. Are you kidding, want to work? Think of this number. 40% of the 98 million unemployed do not look for work anymore. Why? Because they have over 80 welfare programs, and the food program alone, there's 18 duplicate programs. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. It's clear the real undisputed champion in social and financial talk is Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Obama got the last laugh because another fantastic jobs report came out.
The last laugh is on you, Bill. Think about this. 232,000 jobs created. How about this? We lost 252,000 full-time jobs to get those 232,000 jobs. And worse, we gained 437,000 lousy part-time jobs, mostly minimum wage. No, the last laugh is on you.
Only Phil Grande delivers business and financial news with an insider's perspective on Wall Street and the economy.
You're going to keep trying to push these banks higher, offset what's going on. And the earnings are all driven by, of course, stock buybacks. So you got all this stuff going on, which makes for a perfect storm.
That's the one and only Phil Grande and the Phil's Gang Show.
Join me weekdays at 3 p.m. for the best in social and financial talk. That's weekdays every day at 3 p.m. here on philsgang.com.
If you want to generate extra income or basically secure your financial future, you should join philsgang.com and get the best investment education available on the market today. For only $49.95 a month, you'll have complete access to Phil's daily live webinar classes, alerts, educational videos, and much, much more. At philsgang.com, there are no contracts and no hidden fees, just straightforward, no-nonsense market investment knowledge that only Phil Grande can deliver. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Obama can't let the stock market go down. You lied about Benghazi. You lied about the AP. You lied about the IRS. You lied. Stop coming out here as a salesman. What's about is personal responsibility and education. Go to any supermarket, go to any store. My God, they got people that are 90 years old pushing out the carts. The last time I was in a supermarket, I took the old man, I put him in the cart. And I wheeled him to my car with the groceries. What have we gotten for stimulus? Trillions of dollars of stimulus. What have we gotten for? $3 trillion directly into the stock market. Lied to everybody, said we're doing that to create jobs. Pelosi tells you, go home. You're job locked. I don't blame he's taking a vacation, but stay home and rent some videos. So I care about your financial stability and making money in the stock market. For the rest of business news, social, and financial talk, join me, Phil Grande, at Phil's Gang Show, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. Listen live at philsgang.com.
There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Luann, and I'm from New York and a very appreciative gang member. Thank you again, Phil. I've been a Phil's gang member for 3 weeks now, and I've learned a lifetime of information, facts, clarity, confidence, and stock trading skills. Thanks again for all your teachings, Phil. Because of you, I'm applying myself and taking my future in my own hands.
To find out more information on Phil's Gang, just go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil. Attention listeners, join Phil's Gang's Phil Grande Wednesday, May 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. in support of Sarasota Sheriff Tom Knight's campaign for a third term in office. Wear your flip-flops and join Phil for this casual event at 2919 Pony Lane in Sarasota, located in the Old Forest Lakes. That's Wednesday, May 27th from 6 to 8 p.m. in support of Sarasota Sheriff Tom Knight's campaign. Get more information by email, tomknightforsheriff@gmail.com, or call 941-312-1817, 941-312-1817.
And go to my site, philsgang.com, to get all the information, how to get there, how to make donations. Don't miss it. I'll be there, and that will be on May 27th. Okay. Now, we were talking a moment ago about these folks who are on welfare. It's costing you and me $100 million to feed 109 million Americans, which is ridiculous. All they're doing is buying votes. On this program, this food program, there's 18 overlapping food programs. Why do you need 18 of them? That's ridiculous. That means that we are growing food, these food programs, 72 times faster than we're growing jobs. This is crazy. This is nuts. Are you kidding me? Everybody's asked, remember when they said, hey, remember all this gasoline money? Well, guess what? They said this gasoline money was going to really kick in and really power this economy ahead. Remember that? Well, the study came out yesterday. Guess what? Where did the money go? What happened? They had all this money. There's a big surprise. The economy didn't grow. The money went to Obamacare. That's what they found out. The money went to Obamacare. Here's what was going on. Bottom line. gasoline, while it was going down 2.2%, Obamacare was going up by 6.6%. That's where the money's going. So when we had in January, February, and March, all that cold weather, and they kept saying, remember they kept talking about the weather, and they said, well, people aren't spending because of the weather. Remember that? People aren't spending because of the weather. Oh, people are saving because of the weather. Oh, people's credit cards are not using them as much as they were. Oh, that's only weather. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. People are taking whatever extra money that they had in that gasoline, paying their health care bill, which on average, think in terms of this, their Obamacare bill went up by $825 and their gas savings was $725. So they're in a hole. Doesn't make any sense, does it? It's crazy. So if you take the cost of health care going up, you take productivity, we just measured it for you, where a person's very productive, he produces at 60%, but guess what? He only gets 7% of the 60%. Where before, if he produced 60%, or let's do 108%, under Clinton, he would get of that 100%, almost, I think it was like 68% or 80%. What am I talking about? 80%. So under this regime and the Bush regime, people are not making money. Where's that money going? To the top 1%. So all the money's going to the top 1%. So the people, the working class, are not getting any portion of that. They should be. We're about this fairness we talk about. Then at the same time, you have gasoline go down 2 cents, and they're all excited. The newscasts, everybody, all the jibber jabbers, look at this, the economy's going to explode because of all this gasoline. Prices going down. And what happens? The health care is going up faster than the gasoline going down. This is crazy. So how are we going to fix this? I don't think you can right now. I don't think you can. When you have 40% of 98 million people decided not to work, they're better off going on welfare, better off going on disability. Arizona, look what they did. They finally said no more 5 years. Because the way it works, every state has its own time limit. The average is 5 years. Some states are 2 years. Some states are 3 years. They brought it down to 1 year. And remember what Bill Clinton did. He made a deal. He got welfare to drop by 50% because he put in a deal that you don't get welfare unless you're a student, unless you can prove you're a student, unless you prove you're looking for a job, unless you can prove you're working. Bam, went down 50%. 6 months before his second term, before the election, for Election Day. 6 months. Obama takes Bill Clinton's terrific program and gutted it. And no more did you have to have a job. No more did you have to be in school. You could just stay home and eat Twinkies. He didn't care because he bought all those votes. That's why our economy is not growing. The only time our economy grows when there's a war. When there's a war. That's right. But the wars are costly. If you take Iraq, $6 trillion that war is going to cost us. $6 trillion. Well, how could that be? Well, you have 1.7 just in your arming people and all the cost and the payroll and that sort of thing. But you know what the biggest cost of war is? The biggest expense is the promise you made to the veterans, the benefits. The benefits is owed to the veterans. It brings you up to $6 trillion. We're going to be paying that over the next couple of decades. War. Who makes money on war? Boeing, GE, Grumman. So they're going to have to find a war somewhere to get this economy going. Because right now, the only thing that's going to happen, and you're going to see this happen, when I tell you it's the truth, things are going to get worse for the economy. But boy, is the stock market going to get better. Because where the stock market is now, where it's stuck in this 4% range. It hasn't been able to move for 4 months. They're going to break that lock. What they got to do? They got to drop down the 10-year Treasury interest rate. Right now, the 10-year Treasury interest rate, I think, is 2.19. 2.19. They got to get it down to 1.19. How do they do that? Well, they're trying right now to bring in foreign investors. That's not working. So they're not buying enough of those treasuries to knock down that yield. The government, we can't pay that kind of interest, so they're going to introduce the next QE. They have no choice. And that QE will drop down that interest rate, because with that money we print, we go in the Treasury and they buy all the 10-year Treasuries themselves. They drop that yield down so but ugly, so unattractive, that all the nations who we trade with, they have our dollars that usually come and buy the Treasuries. Instead, they go to the stock market and pushes up the stock market artificially. And also, what else do they do? They heat up the buy programs. That's right, the buyback programs. And the buyback programs where they give all this money to these companies at 0%, so their earnings and their stock goes up, has been doing unbelievable for stocks. Now, again, it's not very good for the companies. There's no value for the companies. But if you think about it, this QE is the only thing they have left. That's it. There's nothing else. Just strictly QE. And so you got to be part of this. Are you kidding? You got to be part of this. Why would you be in a bond, for heaven's sakes? Are you crazy? Who would want to be in a bond? And remember, those people who are buying all these bonds, corporate bonds, they're getting their face ripped off right now. I'll explain one more time what happens with these, why you don't have to have any sales or a good economy for the market to go up. All a company does is they'll take their $1 million profit and they'll go buy their stock. They'll buy 20,000 shares of their stock. So now what happens is, now there will only be 80,000 shares of their stock instead of 100,000. So what happens when they buy their own shares like that? Go buy 20,000 shares with their profits. Each share you own no longer represents 0.001% of the company. It represents 0.125. That's a 25% increase in value per share. So the stock that you had that was at $50 goes to $62.50. Think about this. Stock goes from $50 to $62.50. The company hasn't sold anything. They haven't sold anything more than they did the month before. But the stock goes up. So in January, if they had $500,000 in sales, and in February they had $500,000 in sales, the stock went from $50 to $62.50. The next month, they have $500,000 in sales, no increase, it's flat. It goes up to $72.50. Why aren't you part of that? In the meantime, labor. What happens to them? Do they share in the productivity of that company? No more. No more. So their wages are stagnant. So why do you think we have so many food programs? That's why we got all these food programs. That's why welfare, we got 80 welfare programs. So the policies of this administration is to build a welfare state, is to buy votes. That's what they're doing. So what do you and I do? We're going to stay in the stock market. It's the best place to be. All you need is a little education. Join my gang, Phil's gang. Hey, we'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.